How's it going, everybody? The reason I am hunched down in the trees right now and being quiet is because I'm currently surrounded by probably 200 or 300 alligators out here at Mayaka Park. That guy's yelling because there's an alligator eating somewhere over there. You can hear an alligator eating. So this is an area called the Deep Hole, and apparently it's pretty deep. I'm not sure if it's 100 feet deep or 50 feet deep, but this is one of the highest concentration of alligators in this area, and they're basically a couple hundred alligators all on the bank here. And if you get too close, they basically scatter. And just a little while ago, there was a lot of alligators right in this area that scattered because I walked over here kind of close. You can get about 20 feet, 20, 30 feet, and they'll just all jump in the water and run away. A lot of times you'll go to a river in Florida, and the alligators will just be sitting there for hours and hours. Here, there's just a lot more activity as far as the alligators moving. It's so hard to go somewhere and get an alligator actually doing something. They're like slowly swimming about right out there. Right out yonder, you can see this guy just kind of meandering, but if you get too close, they will scatter. There's one getting on the bank over there. You can see that guy right there is kind of getting up to get some sun and get warmed up. Like I said, there was a bunch of them here, but I got a little too close and they all kind of, one scatters and they all run at the same time. So right now, I'm sort of about 20 yards from the lake, and I'm creeping around, try to find a trail to sort of sneak around the side and maybe work my way around behind some camouflage. I'm not 100% sure that there's not any alligator, because I don't think it's mating season right now. I could be wrong. But my photo companions are out by the water out there, and I was gonna like flank around quietly, hopefully, without stepping on too many palm fronds. That's one thing you gotta watch out for, is these palm fronds make a lot of noise. But I think there's a little bit of a trail up here. I was gonna say, you can snap off 1,000,000 alligator photos, and they'll look like everybody else's alligator photos, unless you get them doing something like opening their mouth or walking or doing something interesting. That's the challenge with alligators, because they're so lazy. They sort of sit around all day and do nothing but eat and sun themselves, basically. So check it out. Right there's a whole bunch of vultures. Those black things in the tree right there. Those are all vultures, and I guess they haven't got spooked yet. But as I walk closer, they'll probably all fly away. Undoubtedly. Because they don't like people that much. But you can see there's a whole bunch. They call these turkey vultures. They look like they're sort of getting up, getting ready to fly away. I'm going to snap a couple pictures of them real quick. This is about as close as I've been able to get to any of these guys. It's about 20 feet maybe. See, this is what happens when you get closer. They start to jump in. There's a whole bunch of vultures right there. That's like a perfect photo opportunity, just all on those couple branches. Look at that. The alligators and the birds are running right now. Those guys, that's really weird. You're so close.
Yeah, they're waiting for my ass to die.
That one alligator's swimming backwards. Or he's pedaling backwards.
That's the other lake. And sometimes there's just cool deer and stuff.
So that alligator is about 8 feet long right there. So that's one of the bigger ones. Lengthwise, that one's really fat over there. And there goes a couple gators over there. They just run about 5 feet and jump in the water and then use their tail. There go the birds. They're finally getting off their lazy butts. It's pretty cool. They're so close though. Whenever you walk by the rivers out here, you get these giant snail shells. I think the birds eat these guys. They're really big. You can see how big that is compared to my hand. Really giant snails. Sometimes you'll come out here and you'll just find like huge amounts of. Here's another one right there. Snail shell's really pretty too. Really pretty shell. There's a bird right there. These birds aren't very spooky. Like I thought they were going to be. Like they'll let you get pretty close to them. These turkey vultures out here. There's one right there. They're very content to just hang out. Trying to be a little stealthy because, whoops. Like I said, once one alligator like jumps in the water, a lot of the other ones will follow and they'll all start to like bail. So I need to find me like a little hidey spot where they can't see. The one thing I keep forgetting to research is that I don't know how good their eyesight is, but they seem to see relatively well and can get in the water before you can react. There's a couple I can see pretty close right there. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up on them. So I kind of found a nice hidey spot over here with some trees between me and the alligators. There's one pretty close right there. A couple still hanging around there. There's about 5,000 over there. And this gets you a little bit of safety with the trees. So if one tried to rush me, you know, there's these trees and grass here, so not real worried about that. But it's very cool to be able to just with your own eyes to be able to witness this close. It's hard anywhere else to get real close like this. To get close to 100 alligators or whatever, they haven't got a full head count yet. This is a good shot at what I'm seeing here. This is what I'm basically framing up for my still shots. Is the sun glinting off these guys. You see they're actually moving out there really slowly. Sort of moseying in to probably get warm. So really, it's turned out to be a really awesome day. There's some vultures right by here too that are making some noise over here. I can't quite see them, but I think they're in the grass over there. And like something's making like a sound that sounds like a dog barking. See if we can catch it. I keep hearing like a rope noise. This is what happens when you walk close to alligators in this area. They all kind of just quietly swim away. But look at the stockpile of all these guys out here. A large stockpile. And I don't know if I explained this earlier, but what the deal is this is a deep hole, lots of fish, they hang around, they all get fed, they're all good. Would you say the depth was like 150 feet?
Yeah.
So probably as deep as the Florida aquifer is, as deep as that, it goes down into the aquifer, which is basically a channel under Florida that brings all the spring water. That one's skipping. That one's... And one of these guys was making a dog barking noise too. It was really funny. Yeah, so we haven't been attacked by alligators, which is good. Vultures. Those things are loud when they fly. Loud flyers. So right now they got a 360 camera taking some shots maybe. I don't know how you view those, but maybe they'll send me one. Put it on here if I'm not too lazy. Yeah, there is a little bit of hesitation getting close to the edge here, because you never know. But sort of just being very aware of where they are and that kind of stuff, and where your 360 camera is. So that just happened.
He's like, nah.
Let's see what the Instax did with the bat. Wonder what it did for freezing that much. I shot it. I was like, oh,
I got this going on video just when it did it. This guy is the only guy left. The rest of them are sliding in the water. We're wondering why this guy doesn't want to move. He's just kind of hanging out. There's Dylan. Here's me. About 10 feet. 10 feet close. He's timing his exit.
Alright, looks pretty happy. I might leave him there.
He's looking at Dylan. Turn around.
He's the one who stood his ground.
He's got his head up. He's ready to go. His feet.
That tail, man.
His feet are ready to go. That's where all the meat is, on the tail. Ooh,
That's pretty cool.
that was a good sprint.
Oh,
He really got going on that one. Got some speed up. So if you want to know how fast an alligator is, that's about how fast it is right there. So I'm out by the big lake. I don't know what it's called. It's like Lake Mayaca or something. Just around sunset out here. Nobody around, just off the main road. Very pretty skies, that real buttery pink sunset near the edge of the lake out here. I saw some deer. They're pretty far, like about 150 yards down that way. They blend in so well you can't see them, and I don't have a zoom on this, but I was able to get a couple still pictures out of it. Right on the edge of the lake out here. Very pretty. The sunset making it this real pretty color out here. And also somebody's shooting like shotguns across the lake. When that car goes by, you can probably just barely hear a couple pops. I don't see any alligators out here. When that truck goes by, you might hear a couple pops. Very picturesque out here. Picturesque, I think that's how you say it. With all these little reeds sticking up. Interesting, when you come out during wintertime, maybe these reeds would have a what do you call those, like the little branches and leaves on them, but now that it's winter time, they're real brittle. They just snap off. Very pretty out here. Kind of almost like a little surrealistic with the bright green, the brown. There's some birds out here. Not a popular spot for alligators, but there's a bird over here. Kind of doing some late night fishing, but it's just so pretty out. Look at it, it's getting purple. Look at that pink. When you get these sunsets, man, sometimes the colors go so fast. It goes from like a light pink to a dark pink to an orange sunset. Look at those purple clouds. So pretty. Man. And the deer are still over there. They're just too far away to see. They're kind of they're like these little brown spots over there. Just a real treat to be out here on the lake. See if I can get a good selfie out of this. Just amazing. Look at that sky. Just at the peak time when you get those good sunset photos. You got the blue over here and you got the pink. Amazing.